Good morning, 7th graders. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. Today we're going to continue with probability. We're going to look at independent and dependent events. I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to turn the camera on. Let's see. All right, try that again. I am very impressed with how well you guys are doing with probability. All right, so we're going to distinguish between independent and dependent events. So an independent event is the occurrence of one event does not affect the likelihood that the other events will occur. So what that means is basically kind of like what we've been looking at the last few days. You can spin a spinner and flip a coin. One has nothing to do with the other. They're independent of each other. So to find the probability, you multiply event A times event B. The probability of A times the probability of B. And yesterday we looked at a problem where we had a spinner, we flipped the coin, and then the spinner again. So for that one, it's going to be A times B times C. So I'm going to switch back and forth between your book and this book. Again, you're encouraged to pause the video, put in your notebook what you need to put in your notebook, rewind it, listen to it again. Okay, so here's the first example. So what's the probability of spinning a prime number and flipping tails? These are independent of each other. One has nothing to do with the other. You could flip a coin and spin the spinner and you're good. All right, so you can pause the book, or pause the video, get the example. I'm going to stick a piece of paper under here. So our spinner has 5 spaces on it, and a prime number on our spinner is going to be 1, 3, and 5. So 1, 3, and 5. So that means 3 out of our 5 are prime. And flipping tails, well, the coin only has 2 sides, so 1 out of 2. And when you multiply these together, you get 3 out of 10, or 30%. Okay, so question 2, this is the on your own question on the bottom of page 662. Same spinner, same coin. What's the probability of spinning a multiple of 2 and flipping heads? Well, on the spinner, our multiples of 2 are going to be 2 and 4. So it's 2 out of 5 times 1/2, which is going to give you 2 out of 10, which is equal to 20%. All right, so those are independent events. The other thing we have, we stick our book back under here. Okay, so a dependent event is the occurrence of one event does affect the likelihood that the other events will occur. So the probability of event A and event B. So you multiply the probability of A times the probability of B after A has occurred. So I'm going to stick the book. Your textbook has a really good example of this. So we're going to work our way through this. Here's the problem. You are randomly chosen to be game show contestants from an audience of 100 people. You are with 5 of your relatives and 6 other friends. What is the probability that one of your relatives is chosen first and then one of your friends is chosen second? So these are dependent. All right, so let me grab my paper. In the first event, The first event, what is the probability that one of your relatives, how many relatives are there? There's 5. Let me number this example too. So there's 5 relatives out of 100 people in the audience. So this, we're going to simplify this to 1/20th. This is event A. Event B is, and then one of your friends is chosen second. How many friends are there? There's 6. And the audience, so this one's already been chosen. So the audience members are now down to 99. All right, so what's something that 6 and 99 can both be divided by? It's going to be a 3. I'll divide both of these by 3. All right, and this becomes 2/33. So here's event A, and here's event B after A. Let me move that up a little bit. So then you just multiply those together. 1/20th times 2/33. This can be simplified. So it's 1/330. And grab the calculator. So 1/330 times that by 100. So you can see it's like 0.3% chance of that happening. All right, so we're also going to do the on your own question. The on your own question reads, this is on page 663. If you want to go back after you watch the video or pause the video and get your book. What is the probability that you, your relatives, and your friends are not chosen to be either of the first 2 contestants? So I'm going to mark this page 663, number 2. All right, so first of all, how many people are in your group? Well, there's you. There's 5 relatives. And there's 6 friends. So the group that you're with is making up 12 people. So we're looking for not chosen. We don't want to be included in that group. So we would have to do 100 minus 12, which takes the audience down to 88. Okay, so not being chosen is going to be 88 out of 100. All right, and that can be simplified. We're going to divide by, let's divide by 4. So that should give you 22/25. And then the second part of that, because remember this is the first contestant, now we're going to do the second contestant. So now this is decreased to 87, and this is decreased to 99. Okay. These can be simplified by 3. So that's 29 and 33. So now we're just going to multiply these. 22/25. This is event A, and this is B after A. B after A. So 29/33. These can be simplified. That becomes 2. That becomes 3. So 29 times 2 is going to give you 58/75. And then 58 divided by 75 times that by 100. You should get 77 and 0.3%. So the probability that you, your friends, and your relatives and your friends are not chosen to be either of the first two contestants would be 77.3%. All right. So after this video, you can head over to Schoology. I'm going to put an exit ticket on there, and you'll have a textbook assignment. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.